Let me shoot
So
again.
yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Finally, it's working. Kind of. I don't see this. I don't see the screen.
It would have been funny if the first thing they heard was us talking about how the Pope died.
You had to say it. Okay, the stream is up. You don't just casually drop that on me.
I mean, but how else would I do it? Do I have to build up to it or something?
Actually, I expect nothing less. By the way, we found a cure to cancer.
That does sound like the type of shit I'd do. I'd be like, oh yeah, you heard the news? And you're like, what? They found the cure. Cure
Cure
to
to
what?
what?
Oh, cancer.
What?
Oh yeah, you didn't know? It happened yesterday. Like, I'm more surprised you haven't heard of it by this point. Just the most neutral tone of voice giving the most insane news. Oh yeah, the Pope died yesterday.
Let me figure out space-time travel.
Yeah. We figured out that there's actually something faster than light speed. Pretty interesting.
I'm actually telekinetic.
Oh yeah, hey, did you know that there's an asteroid like coming towards Earth? Like at incredibly high speed. They say it'll probably miss, but you know, you can never be too confident.
Anyone in chat? No one's in chat. One concurrent viewer. What's that? Since you already see my screen, let's start getting down to the
Summons?
No, we'll do trial quest first since I have it up.
Alright, sure.
Sorry. Sango Muramasa. Up. But about time I finally get to try him out. Well, in English. Actually, I didn't even look at the skills what they finally translate into English now. So.
Well, I mean, like we already know what he does.
Yeah, but I want to see what they translate the words to because I know there's always a mix up with the translations.
Or like with the names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Senji Muramasa.
First skill. Oh, Himishimono. Karmic Eye. That one was pretty. That one was pretty consistent throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And
a third skill.
Flame. Damn, they should have went.
Flame.
They should have went with Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring this out now. Shimukari Muramasa.
Are you gonna see the eye thing? We're gonna see the face for the first time.
Yep.
I still love the little detail of how his NP with his face, the lines can show up from Noshiro.
Yeah.
The first time I actually saw it was in this trial quest. Like I used his NP on like the third thing, and it was like the first time I saw his NP. So I actually got confused because I didn't realize he had this alternate NP. If you just use her first skill, it'll get him to 100.
Oh no, he has a 90. He's at 92, so I don't have to do that much.
No, if you just use his first skill, it'll just get him to 100. Not his first skill. I mean, Arturia's first skill. It gives 30%, but it'll round up.
Yeah, but I was at 69s, and this gives out 20, so...
Yeah, 69 plus 20 is what?
Fair, alright.
Basic math could not be me. You could have, or you could have done like just Waver's first skill too. Or you could have given him, you could have done Waver's third or second skill plus her second skill. It worked with any of those ways, but like if you're going for the least amount of clicks, just the first skill was pretty much the best option. You had like 50 different ways to get to it, basically.
Yeah, like I wanted to get all full cards, but whatever.
Yeah. It's not like we're gonna see him. He's gonna one-shot this anyway.
Yep. She's just built different.
いおりに帰ったら飯でも作ってくれればいい。そいつでロハにしてやら。
So are you gonna start with the tickets or your quartz?
I think I might go with tickets first.
That's usually what I do, but man, do they take a while.
Yeah.
The fact that it's all one at a time.
Yep.
No. If I'm ever actually trying to hype myself up, I literally just wait to see like if the 3 rings appear or if just 1 ring appears, so I could be like, okay, I'll skip it or I won't skip it.
Actually, I think I might do quartz first. That's way faster.
Yeah, and then save the tickets for later when you're really desperate.
Yeah. Right, 170 quartz. Or 600. Oh, if I only had 170 quartz, this would not be a live stream.
Mm-hmm. And you said you're going for Angra after this?
If I had the time. Depending.
If you have the time. Alright. I'm gonna make my prediction here. First of all, 360 quartz is what it's gonna take.
Right.
You're gonna be down to 310 when you get him. Now, I might have just cursed you to not get him at all, given my luck, but you know, I trust it. I may have just thrown out a random number, and I could be 100% wrong, but I made my prediction and I'm sticking with it.
Time to go.
What now? You might be wondering, why did I say 360? The reason is very simple to me. It's because that was the first number that came to mind. Oh hey, look, it's gold rings. 3?
It's an assassin.
Assassin.
Wuzen.
Wuzatan. Is that her name? I don't actually remember.
There's something like that.
I know she's the only Empress of China. Or was it the first? I don't know if there's been another one after.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood and Little John. Wait, what happened to Little John? Who is Little John anyway?
I have no clue.
Like you know the song, Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth. So what the other has to say. Who is Little John?
A metaphor for his dick.
Man, I doubt it.
Maybe that was that a sidekick, I guess?
It could be. Laughing back and forth at what the other has to say.
Sub Red Rebel, welcome to the stream. 500 quartz for a new guy. That's his bed, 500 quartz.
I said 360. He's got less hope in you than I have, which is impressive.
He was he said he was like his sidekick, so
like I don't know like enough about Robin Hood lore. There's just not enough in my head for it. Like everyone knows who Robin Hood is, steal from the rich, give to the poor, but I feel like a lot of people don't know like the specifics of like his character and like all of the people around him and stuff. Because we know he has a merry band or whatever, right? So he had a group. Merry men, something like that. So he had a whole group, but we don't know like a lot of the specifics of it. Because Robin Hood is like one of those stories that's like, I guess you could say semi-common, right? Like it's not like super ancient compared to like Arthurian legend or like Celtic mythology. It's more of a recent phenomenon. Recent as in like the 1800s or whatever, probably. I don't actually know where it started or when it started. But I feel like that's how I imagine it though, right? Yeah. I could be wrong about this. Robin Hood I feel like is a lot more of a modern like thing. So maybe in the future he'll have like more cemented lore, kind of like how we see the other mythologies and all of them have their own lore. And we kind of see, although there's different interpretations to it, we all have like a general idea of what they were all about. Like Robin Hood has like a thing of he has his group, and we know he steals from the rich, gives to the poor. So he's like for the little people or whatever. Other than that, I don't know a lot. I don't actually know a lot about him. But maybe like as time goes on, there'll be more things cemented in like Robin Hood lore or whatever.
Yeah, this sum is not a single gold yet.
Other than the
this is a terrible. This is a table roll.
Other than the CE, yeah, you didn't get any other gold. But hey, it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us.
This better not be a Castoria situation all over again.
Well, hey, you got her eventually. Better than most times, you know.
Yeah, after I grinded for like a whole day or two. Oh,
could be me.
Oh, gold.
There's a gold. Is it?
It's a lancer.
It's a lancer.
Nessa.
When are we getting Wukong anyway? Like, I'm just waiting for that.
Honestly, I want to see that.
It's like, you know,
that's the story Nessa's from.
The panty toner, it's like
Journey to the West.
Like 3 ounces more.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I wonder if they're gonna ever do Wukong and like what his whole thing is gonna be about. I mean, I expect there to be Goku references because when is there not, right?
Yeah.
It's Wukong.
Oh, it's Gold Lancer.
Another Gold Lancer.
Oh, Bradamante.
New?
It's a new one. I never got her.
Nice. You got a 5-star though, which is nice.
Yeah.
Archer?
So let me skip that. You see?
The 4-star craft essences, you get like 50 of them. Yeah, you never run out of them. The 5-star ones, it's like kind of a gamble to get sometimes. You're gonna get them quick, but like, it could be tough getting them if you're going for like only like 1 or 2 multis. But the 4-star craft essences on these banners, you get like 4 copies of them after 2 summons. Oh, this was a good summon though.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Getting any new 5 stars, it's the 1%.
Oh. Berserker. Skip?
Yeah. Already started skipping, eh?
Yep.
Pretty quick. Don't worry, I skip all of my summons too. I don't want to scroll through 5 copies of the same, like, bad silver craft essence. We've already gone to like 150 at this point, right?
Yep.
Summons go by quick when you're doing it fast. Second copy of the 5-star CE.
Yep.
That craft essence just reminded me. The first time we see Robin Hood is in Fate Extra, in like the first Fate Extra game.
Yeah.
And he works with like the Knight guy, right? Like, I forget his name. I actually just forget his name. He was working with like the... Hmm?
No, I was gonna say I tried playing the game, but I forgot to continue it.
Oh, yeah, I've played through the entire thing. I've finished the original. I have not played CCC though, because it was never translated.
But even I'm pretty sure they're almost. I don't even know how close they are for finishing one route.
The fan translation I know is going on, but I don't keep up with it because it's like, man, that's gonna take years. I do kind of want to play CCC since I played the original. Well, when I played the original, I went for Emiya as the starter. So I didn't actually get to see Nero or Tama.
Yeah, I went
I
with
could
Nameless as well.
You went with Emiya or Nero?
Nameless or Emiya.
Yeah. Yeah, I went with Emiya, so I didn't actually get to see like Nero in the original. Another Assassin Gold.
Carmella.
Come
Do I have her?
Another
I don't have her.
a starter servant. She's one of the ones you can get in the tutorial summon. People say it's probably her or Herc that's the best, but I guess it's not much of a competition, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they? I'm pretty sure they changed the tutorial summon at some point again, so I
Yeah,
don't
they
actually know
changed
the
it.
new one.
You can bring it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for it. Yeah, okay, so starter summon, it changed in 2022.
Yep.
So, actually, Herc maybe isn't the best one anymore. It's debatable.
Got Neza again.
Oh, another one. Okay. The main reason why he might not be the best is because Nito is pretty good. The Valkyrie's really solid. Suna is solid.
Yeah, NA. The goals in NA currently is Herc and Suzuka goes in. Suzuka goes in, right?
Yeah, Suzuka. Yeah, so they had the original summon 2015 to 2018. They changed it in 2019 and to 2020, and then they changed it again in 2020.
Yep.
It's actually the same amount of servants. They actually just updated it basically. Like the Suzuka got replaced by Watanabe. Siegfried got replaced by Lakshmi Bai. They used to have at Atalanta, but now they have Zenobia.
Yeah.
Instead of Parvati.
I'm already down to
Wait, you're at-
370.
So if you don't get it by the next 2 summons, I would have been wrong.
Oof.
Instead of Parvati, they have the Valkyries now, which, you know, it's debatable. Wait, I didn't realize Astolfo wasn't a tutorial servant until this year. Yeah, they were, instead of having Marie, they have Astolfo now. And instead of Martha, they have I don't know how to say her name. It's one of the new writers.
Oh,
They replaced both of the casters.
I got a gold surprise, but I skipped it.
Oh.
It was an assassin.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Rebel said JP has a better starting pool though, I think, because Xenoba is one of the one I would like to start with. Xenoba the archer.
Yeah, the archer.
What was her
Like,
name
I
again?
do think that... What? Her kit? I can actually check it right now. Her first skill increases her arts, and then she gets an NP regen for 3 turns, and she has star regen for 3 turns. She has guts, star absorption, and increases her crit stars for her second skill, and her third skill is just an attack and crit resistance. Her NP is an AoE arts. She's an AoE arts archer. If you don't get him this time, I guess I was wrong.
Yep.
I do think the new 2022 summons are definitely better. I do wish they would get rid of stealth now, though. Like, she's still super bad. I feel like Nito over a nursery rhyme is probably good. Cersei over Helena? I'd say Helena is actually better. So I feel like there were some downgrades, but it's mostly just a better like summoning pool for the tutorial summon now.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Oh, gold. Wait for. Isn't this it?
Wait, am I a god? Am I actually god?
Oh.
I'm an actual god. I was
God.
built different from the very beginning. I was made for this. Did I get the exact number?
Yeah. We might have to go back to stream, but we got it. Let's go.
Exactly. I got the exact number.
You were an
I said
actual god.
360. Perhaps God has sent me here for this very moment. Who would have thunk it?
Denji Muramasa. You're an
The boy
actual
is
god.
here. Wait, it wasn't just gold, right? It was a rainbow summon?
It was a
So it was
rainbow.
guaranteed. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed. Who would have thought that I was simply built different? 360 exactly.
Yo.
360 quartz. You got him. You're welcome. What can I say?
Red said, Zenobia, according to what I saw, is you don't need Castoria to do the looping thing. She sounds like a boss. Yeah.
She's good. I 100% agree. I definitely think the new like characters you can get from the summon are better. Like I think the only potential downgrade is maybe the sabers are like one of the sabers is worse. Like I do think Lakshmibai is worse than Siegfried. And I think Carmilla is probably better than Yang King. But everything else is pretty much just better. The only other downgrade is maybe Helena. Like, Helena, I think, is better than Cersei or Naito. But honestly, it's in general, like, it's definitely a better pool to summon from.
Yeah.
And the only other maybe is, like, Parvati. Like, Parvati's really good, but Valkyrie might be better. They have the same role, though, so... They're both AoE quick archers, so honestly, they have, like, the same role, so it's not really a downgrade.
I'm on NA2, though. I started with her because there was no way I get the perfect role.
I started on JP a few years back, and my starter summon was Carmilla.
Yo,
I didn't get Herc till I got the 4-star like ticket.
honestly,
I never pulled him. Yeah.
I want to try MP2.
You want to go for NP2?
I'll save the course for I'll maybe go for other servants that are coming out in later banners. But let me try with the tickets. I want to try MP2. I'm on the hype right now.
Stop for a second.
Yeah.
Wait. You're at 280 actually, so I was off by 1 multi.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about it. Ah man, I got hyped for no reason.
But you was
So it took
close,
1
though.
extra. I was 1 off, yeah. I said 360. You got him at 390.
Some people think Helena is the best starter. I tend to disagree. If you get Helena and a DPS, then I'll use her, but otherwise I wouldn't use her as a starter.
As purely just a starter, I do think like the best options are probably like looking at the JP list, Zenobia probably like better than Emiya as just like purely utility wise and as a starter. Emiya doesn't get really good until you get all of his upgrades.
Yeah,
I don't
Emiya-
think either
Emiya have to
archer is
work-
that good.
Emiya you have to work up to because he starts off with a year 1 kit, so
Yeah, like Zenova is definitely a better pure starter, but when they're fully built up, I think it's more debatable. But Emiya is like potentially better in some scenarios, but I think it's pretty even with everything like upgraded. Because the main reason I'd say Emiya is like really good still is because he does have the potential to loot, and not a lot of servants have that. But I don't actually know how well like they compare to each other, like when they're fully built up or anything. For Sabers, Suna is a really solid starting character.
yeah.
I don't think either of the Lancers are too good. Like I don't think Elizabeth or the Valkyrie is great. Astolfo is really bad as a starter too. Dobrynia, if that's how you say her name, she's really solid. She's a current year servant, like 2022, so of course she's gonna be good. Both of the casters are decent. I don't think either are great. And I personally think Helena got removed from the list in 2022, but like for endgame content, Herc and Helena were probably like the two best options. As a pure starter, I do think like Herc was the old best option for the old pool. It was probably Herc and Carmilla, maybe Emiya, but those three were the main ones. Helena is much better as an endgame servant. And as a pure starter for the current one, Herc is probably really solid. Suna is really good. Zenobai, Dobrynia, both of the casters are all right, and I think that's pretty much it though. Like I don't think anyone else like really stands out. I guess as like a starter servant. By the way, I would advise not going for NP2, but hey, if you want to go for it.
Oh yeah, Red Rebel got a good point.
Yeah.
Remember that thing they added in the game?
What?
Well, remember you get a special thing to max essence your starter that some people forgot
Yeah.
in NA.
Oh yeah, true. But here's the thing: you can use that on anyone. You don't have to use it on your starter. So if you get an early 5-star pull, you can use it on them too.
Yeah.
Just you could use it on anyone. It does not have to be on your starter servant.
That's what I'm pretty sure I just used it on my foreigner Mysterious X because I was like, well, why not? I basically wasted it.
Yeah.
For me, the current NA Herc, Fox Chick, and Emiya are my 3 favorites. Emiya is my top number 1 because I'm biased.
Like everyone loves them, yeah. Like I think like for endgame content, I do think Helena is probably a bit more decent, but like there's so many other support that maybe you don't even need her. Like here's the thing,
Yeah.
Helena I feel like is a option that is more like for if you don't have better options. While Herc is pretty much a main back row, and Emiya can also be a potentially like main one. Other than that, like main servants that you want as DPS, it's pretty much just Emiya, maybe Atalanta, Parvati if you're running a quick setup that's like for grinding, and like Herc. Those are like the main 4 that you could run as like a main front row. And of course, it depends on like what job they're doing, and some are better than others for different things. But like if I'm talking about in general, I feel like those ones are like the highest tiered, I guess. If I was doing like a tier list, those ones would be at the highest. Helena is more like a budget option for like high difficulty content, but like that's the thing, she's good for it. So I feel like I'd probably still keep her up there.
Yeah, but everyone says Herc isn't good till he maxes out. But I'm saying you can almost instantly mask him out.
No, you can't. Herc isn't amazing until you get his friend point craft essence, and you cannot get that from the max out. Like he's decent with his base kit, but you need to get his friend point thing. I don't think Herc is crazy without his friend point bonus. The 9 extra guts is what makes him completely broken. Base, he is all right to good.
You need about 190,000 friend points.
1,490,000. Yeah.
So to get to bottom
And
level 10.
you cannot. Yeah, and you cannot instantly grind friend point. You have to wait for that throughout the story, and you will get it as a starter going through the story mode. But you can't say he's instantly top tier because I don't think that is just true. I just don't think that's true. Herc with his base kit without his craft essence is good enough for most of the story mode, and by the time you're finished with the story mode, or even getting close to getting to the end of part 1, you probably have his craft essence and he's crazy. But if we're talking about like for endgame content, he's not an instant top tier choice because you do need his craft essence for that like amazing, ability to just he has guts 3 times and he can, and with his new like buffs he can stack it even more, and you do need to get his friend point maxed out for that. And depending on like if you get him right at the start, you could get that really quickly if you grind through the story mode, but you don't get it instantly from just the free max. From the free max you get at the beginning. Also, because that doesn't give friend point. It only gives levels and ascensions.
Also, I was gonna add on, you don't get his stackable guts until like you get through like Atlantis.
Yeah, you also don't get his amazing stackable guts thing until a lot later. He still has the 3 guts plus the 1 from his skill, but you don't get like the stackable guts till a lot later, and that is really good, basically.
Hella is just a support MO. I tried her and she doesn't really have anything but her skills.
Yeah, exactly. She's a budget support option. And for endgame content, that's really good, because if you don't have like the other characters to fill out your team, she fills that up for you. Like, I don't think she's a damage dealer at all. Like, that's not what I'm going for. Like, endgame content is all based around your support.
I got a ruler. I got Jean.
John.
Yeah.
I was wondering, wait, there's only 5-star rulers, right? Still?
I think so. Yeah.
In like the main story pool. So yeah, it had to either have been Jean or wait, is the other one out yet?
Yeah, only Jean. The other one
only
is
Jean.
Point.
Yeah, okay.
No, the other is a event one.
Yeah, okay. So the only possible ruler it could have been was her. That's good.
I'm correcting myself already. You also can get
Astria.
Yeah, Astria.
Yeah. It was either her or Astria. Which, hey, both of them are like... John is still solid for stall builds, and Astria is just a solid DPS. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, Helena is not damage at all. She's a filler character for when you don't have, like, some of the amazing support.
I forgot most of her kits except for the one that basically gives you like the Emiya projection style buff. What's her full kit?
So her first skill gives an AoE 20% NP. Mm-hmm. Her second skill, after the strengthening, gives 5 crit stars every turn. Increases own NP damage by 50% for 1 turn. I don't think that's great. And then charges her own NP gauge by 30%. And then her third skill gives the Emiya buff for targetable. Her NP, her damage is not good, but she does reduce enemy crit chance, defense, and their debuff resistance. So you're more likely to debuff them. They do less crits, and you lower their defense.
Alright. Comparing that to like budget options, which are like Hans.
The other like big, yeah.
And also
Hans is decent.
You also get a free 5-star ticket.
You just get it at the start now?
No, you can get it in start.
Isn't the 5-star ticket like there's a time period for it? Like that's how it goes. Right?
I think they finally have a give official one now for like new players. You can pick one.
I don't think that's true. I mean I don't know. I'm pretty sure the 5-star ticket is like a time period thing. You get the 5-star ticket at like during certain events, and then you pick a character and then like you have to get him up to like bond like 5 or something, and you keep him. And that hope it happens during certain events. Like it's happened
it's
twice.
On JP. JP has a permanent one.
Oh, JP is a permanent one now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I forgot.
I played JP and I didn't realize.
It was during that. It was during the events where they were like improving the first arc thing, like singularity improvements.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Man, I really was not keeping up with any of that news, I guess. So you could get El Mello. Yeah, you can get Waver as like the really good support, but like even then it's probably good enough. Like he is still really good.
I remember the singular repair events being the one that basically gave